Of the 15 assists, several of them were either for wide open dunks or wide open layups or completely wide open threes. I know that you're just kind of playing the game, but how cognizant are you of trying to make the look that much easier, of sort of trying to create the space and knowing the percentages of it and how much of it is just natural flow of the game?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both, like you said, reading the game and natural. I've been playing against blitzers a long time, so I kind of know what to expect, and it's different teams. Some teams the low man is early, some teams not, some teams give corners, some teams not. So just going through scouting and then pick up them.
These things the games have obviously been going pretty well. The win streak continues and the baskets are coming. What are the things that you're still looking towards as to kind of just even get better, kind of to reach the ceiling that you're trying to get to?
A lot. I think I gotta drive more. I'm still getting that rhythm. But in the end of the day, it's about winning games, and we're doing that now, and we can't relax at all.
Luka, you fed LeBron for the three that allowed him to get over 50,000 points. Have you thought about the opportunity here, not just to play winning basketball with this team, but to be a part of history, and certainly LeBron's history as you guys team up together?
Yeah, it's amazing. Watching him do this stuff at this age, it's just unbelievable. Like 50K points, I can't even explain how insane that is. And he might get to 70K, you never know.
Luka, JJ said that there's like a non-cadence to the way you play, right? Like with a lot of guys, there's a really quick rhythm, but you're a little less conventional that way. Have you seen your teammates start to get more comfortable? I saw a big smile on your face in the last game when Vando had like a baseline cut and you found him for a lob. Today, kind of that same look when Trey set the Gortat screen for you. Are you starting to see kind of these moments where guys are adjusting to the way that you play?
Yeah, I think it's getting better and better. You saw the Gortat screen. I told him last game, if you do that, it's going to be open layup for me. So he was unselfish and did that. Also, when I talk about cutting the baseline. And it's just, it's about talking about things, what things I like, what things they like, and what's going to make it easier to win.
JJ's talked about it. I'll ask you about it, the blackout moments. You had moments where you were, skipping after making a few threes early in the first quarter. More joy than the screaming that I guess you used to do. What are those moments like for you? As you've told us you're making your way back. What are those moments like for you where you were able to get that rhythm, get the feel for the game back with each passing game?
It's great moments. I obviously got to work on my celebration because when I hit, I don't know what to do. I just start skipping. I don't know. But those moments, those are the greatest moments I can feel in basketball. And just you feel good, and there's nothing better than that.
Luka, Jackson had 19 points. A lot of them came off lobs from you. Just kind of what do you make of his play recently, especially with him kind of being a lob threat along that baseline there?
Yeah, it's good. You see at the first couple games, we still had to get the feel for each other, where he's going to be, and I think that's getting better. And he's really good at reading those situations. If the guy behind me, when he says the screen goes over, he slips that, and he's fast for a center, so he gets the open looks.
Luka, you had 17 in the first quarter, most you've had this season in any quarter. But my question is, off the court stuff, as you get comfortable with the city, with your home environment, with your calf healing, how does that translate, that comfortability off the court, translate to what you're able to do on the court here with these guys?
Yeah, off court for me is not as important, but it's close. If things are good off court, then you proceed to be great on court. You don't have things to think about. I'm just getting to know the city. I gotta say, traffic's crazy, but other than that, it's amazing.
Last one.
Luka, what's one thing that you've learned about LeBron since you've joined the team that you didn't maybe know about him, whether it's on or off the court as a teammate?
Nothing new, honestly. I knew the way he works, the way he takes care of his body. That's why he's playing now at this level. So I don't think nothing new, but just overall being next to him and experience that situation is I would say a learning process for me.
Thanks.
So
Still to come, we'll hear from
Wins that have had somewhat of a similar structure. What's the thing that stood out to you about tonight?
Every game is different, even if the other team scores between 99 and 102. Like, every game is different. They're all different. They all present their own problems. Like I said pregame, Zion obviously presents a lot of problems, and we made adjustments. He was moving tonight. I thought a big thing for us as we have gone through this season is, as of late, game plans have worked. So there's been no consternation. Tonight, we made 3 different adjustments on him. Didn't work. He was that good tonight. We didn't get discouraged. It didn't allow us to get frustrated offensively. It didn't take us out of our execution. We stayed very connected, even with some turnovers. I just thought our approach to the game was really good tonight.
I'm sure your analytics crew has certain numbers on it, but like the types of shots that Luka was creating, it seemed like it was either dunks, layups, or wide open threes. Did you get that sense? And then how does that make a team play?
Yeah, I mean, they tried a bunch of different coverages on him. Blitz, the red, the drop. He solved every riddle. And again, we're excited about the process when we get good shots, and I thought we were able to generate a lot of good shots tonight, and he was at the forefront of that. I thought Braun was fantastic. Jackson, again, organization, his spacing, being disciplined. When we were setting ball screens with him, I thought other than 2 possessions in the first half, we had the right spacing. When we weren't setting ball screens with him, he was in the dunker, and he was opposite the ball, and that led to some dunks. Jackson played really well tonight. And then off the bench, I mean, we get contributions from Shake, 2 big threes in the first half. I thought Vando's energy in the third quarter defensively really helped us stretch the game open. Gabe as well in that third quarter defensively was really good, and then Dalton hit some shots for us. So overall, just a good team win for us.
JJ, part of your task this year beyond just coaching the team has been establishing a program and core values and tenets. Where does the Luka and Vando sticking up for Dalton Connects kind of fit within what you're trying to establish?
It fits right in with it. I think 2 of those values that we emphasize are trust and respect. And I think having your teammates back builds trust, and showing a level of respect to your teammate when they're down and going in there and getting in the scrum is great. I think too, the Dalton, the LeBron dunk, and then LeBron trying the alley-oop back to him. I laughed. It was one of the few turnovers I think all season that I've laughed on. But I like the intent.
JJ, Mike asked you about the shot quality earlier. I think 31 of your first 42 or 43 field goal attempts for threes. You guys finished with the season high 52. We've asked about the 3-point volume or increased 3-point volume. Just what did you make of it tonight? And I guess how are you seeing these threes come? Are they the kind of threes you want to see this team take?
Yeah, I mean, going into this game, we knew that we were going to be able to take a ton of threes. Since Zion got back, they're 30th in 3-point attempt rate. They really looked to pack the paint. We knew they were going to mix things up with Braun and Luka. Again, we felt like if we were disciplined with our spacing and made the right passes, we were going to, our code word, launch. We felt like we were going to launch tonight, and we did.
Lakers.